Hello, my dear students. This is Kanita, serving as head in the Department of Biochemistry, JJ College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Pudukkottai, Tamil Nadu, India. In this video, we are going to see about the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi complex was initially discovered by an Italian physician and a Nobel laureate, namely Camillo Golgi, in the year 1898. He discovered this Golgi complex during an investigation of the nervous system. The Golgi apparatus is also known as Golgi complex. The structure, the electron microscopic structure of the Golgi complex was described by Dalton and Felix in the year 1954. The size of the Golgi complex varies in different cell types, but usually it could be seen that the similar organization for any one kind of cells. The electron microscope shows that it has got a central stack of parallel, flattened, intercommunicating sacs or cisternae and many peripheral tubules and vesicles. This Golgi complex consists of four functionally distinct regions, namely the cis phase or the entry phase, the middle cisternae, transcisternae, and transphase, namely the exit phase. Each region contains different enzymes which selectively modifies the contents of the molecules depending upon where they reside. Cisternae vary in number from 3 to 7 in most animal cells, and in case of plant cells it varies from 10 to 20. Usually the cisternae are separated by a thin cytoplasmic layer called intercisternal cytoplasm. Cisternae may be flat, but generally they are curved. The Golgi complex has a distinct polarity. The two poles are called the cis phase and the trans phase, which act respectively as receiving and the shipping departments. That is, the convex side of the stack forms the forming or the cis phase, and the concave side of the stack forms the maturing or the trans phase. This is the pictorial representation of Golgi apparatus. So here you could see that the Golgi apparatus with stacks of flattened sacs or cisternae which are not physically connected, and the Golgi stack receives and dispatches transport vesicles and transports the products they contain. A Golgi stack has a structural and functional directionality, with a cis phase that receives the vesicles containing endoplasmic reticulum products and a trans phase that dispatches the vesicles. Coming to the location of the Golgi apparatus, generally the Golgi apparatus are seen only in case of eukaryotic cell. They are absent in prokaryotes. And these Golgi apparatus are special extensive organelles in secretory cells. In eukaryotic cells also, like in mammalian RBCs, sperm cells of bryophytes and pteridophytes, and sieve tubes of plants, these Golgi apparatus are absent. A cell may have either one large Golgi complex or several very small ones. It occupies different positions in different kinds of cells. In secretory and absorptive cells, it usually lies between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. The invertebrate and plant usually contains several small Golgi complexes called dictyosomes, which are scattered throughout the cytoplasm. Coming to the functions of the Golgi apparatus, they are involved in secretion, synthesis, sulfation, apoptosis, phosphorylation, and cell-specific functions. So now we will see each and every function in detail. Although the Golgi apparatus is involved in many different cellular processes, its principal role is in secretion. It plays a very important role in the synthesis of proteoglycans, which are the molecules which are present in extracellular matrix of animals. Secretory materials actually reach the Golgi complex from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum by way of transport vesicles, which buds off from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and fuses with the Golgi cisternae on the cis phase. From the trans phase, Secretory vesicles arises that carry the processed material to their destination. So here we have got two different types of structures, namely tubules and vesicles. Tubules are small round tubules arising from the periphery of the cisternae. Some of these enlarge at their ends to form vesicles. And vesicles lie near the ends and concave surface of the Golgi complex, which are of two types, namely smooth or secretory vesicles. And all the Golgi elements are filled with a fluid called Golgi matrix. So in this picture, we can see the path of secretion. That is the molecule from the nuclear membrane through the nuclear pore. It enters the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Then it enters the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, from where it goes to the transport vesicles and reaches the Golgi apparatus. In the Golgi apparatus, the receiving end is the cis phase of Golgi apparatus, which then gets transported to the trans phase and at last to the cisternae of the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also involved in the synthesis of various biomolecules, especially carbohydrates. It includes the production of glycosaminoglycans, long unbranched polysaccharides, which the Golgi then attaches to a proteins for the formation of proteoglycans. Enzymes in the Golgi polymerizes several of these glycosaminoglycans. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the lipid transport and lysosome formation. Another important function brought out by the Golgi apparatus is sulfation, that is the addition of sulfo groups to the biomolecules with the help of the enzyme, namely sulfotransferases. This process occurs on the glycosaminoglycans of proteoglycans as well as on the core protein. Sulfation is generally seen in the trans Golgi network. This level of sulfation is very important to the proteoglycans signaling abilities as well as giving the proteoglycan its overall negative charge. The Golgi apparatus are also involved in bringing about the protein modification process, which occurs after the translation has been completed. That is, in post-translational modification, the Golgi apparatus plays a very important role. So it helps in adding N-acetyl glucosamine and mannose. Also, it helps in the addition or removal of sugar residues in N-linked oligosaccharides. Phosphorylation is another function which is being brought out by this Golgi apparatus, for which it requires energy in the form of ATP. The ATP is imported into the lumen of the Golgi, utilized by the resident kinases such as casein kinase 1 and casein kinase 2. One molecule that is phosphorylated in the Golgi apparatus is apolipoprotein, which forms a molecule known as VLDL, that is very low density lipoprotein, which is an important constituent of blood serum. It is thought that the phosphorylation of these molecules is important to help aid in their sorting for secretion into the blood serum. The Golgi apparatus also help in bringing about vesicular transport. Vesicles which leave the rough endoplasmic reticulum gets transported to the cis phase of Golgi apparatus, fuses with the membrane and empties the contents into the lumen of Golgi apparatus. After the molecules enter the lumen of the Golgi apparatus, they undergo modification and then they get sorted out for the transport to the next destination. Proteins are destined for places other than endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus. They move to the trans phase and they get placed on either of the three vesicles, namely exocytotic, secretory and lysosomal vesicles, depending upon their destination. Few of the Golgi apparatus perform special functions in few unique cells. For example, in plant cells, they help in the formation of cell wall and cell plate. In sperm cells, they help in the development of acrosome. In pancreas, they help in the secretion of zymogen into the exocrine cells. In liver cells, they help in the secretion and transformation of lipid. In Brunner's gland cells, alveolar epithelium, Paneth cells, and connective tissues. They help in the secretion. One of the most important role which is being played by the Golgi apparatus. If the Golgi apparatus doesn't function properly, it may lead to diseases also. One best example is Alzheimer's disease. Golgi apparatus is found to play a very important role in this disease. Alzheimer's disease is a disorder where the brain cells gets destroyed. This is what it is responsible for the loss of memory, and in due course this may also lead to the death of the person. As the death of neurons increases, the affected brain region begins to shrink, and this cause of this disease is because there is too little removal of a specific type of protein. Therefore, Golgi apparatus, if it doesn't function properly, that is collecting, transporting and distributing the protein molecules, it may lead to very harmful disease like Alzheimer's disease. Thank you.